Today we're going to be working on the 2004 Nissan Sentra with the 1.8. We're going to be replacing the valve cover gasket. So this is what we got from Rock Auto. While we're at it, we're going to be replacing the spark plugs as well. So we went with the Champion. This is the part number 446 REC 12 MCC4. And for the valve cover, we went with this part number. It's right here. You can see that there's a small leak. So before it gets any worse, we're gonna go ahead and replace the valve cover. I'm gonna start off by removing the coil packs. It's just a 10mm bolt. We were actually supposed to work on the truck today, but kind of looks like it's gonna rain, so we're gonna try to knock this out first. Okay, so now we're gonna remove this hose, set it aside like that, and then we have to remove this. We went to one clipper from here. I'm gonna have to pull that out. Just move the harness out of the way so we can pull off the valve cover like that, and then this clip right here, just push it in, pull it out. And there's one more clip over here and one more hose right here. Look, pull it out. Okay, now we have, guess, a bunch of 10mm bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Most likely this one has to come off as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. You can kind of see right there where there's an oil leak in here, and the rest of them are dry. We are also going to be removing these two, just because we're not sure if they have to be removed or not. We're going to go ahead and remove them, and then we're going to try to remove the valve cover. We're going to use this to scraper so we could get this to break loose. We got the valve cover off, and this is what it looks like without the valve cover. So this little gasket right here is that one right there. We have to go around and clean this whole surface up real good. We have to go to AutoZone and get some brake cleaner and wipe all this down. So let's go over to the table. So this is what this looks like. It doesn't look too because these usually get pretty hard and brittle. It doesn't look like it's brittle, but it does have to get replaced. And I am pretty sure that these also get replaced. One of them is leaking, so we're gonna have to get those at AutoZone. We have to get the brake cleaner, clean all this up. I can't find it on the AutoZone app, so I'm gonna remove one of these, take it over there and see if they have it. If not, we're gonna have to go look for it at other parts stores. Let me just use this real quick to pull it out. This is what it looks like. There is some part numbers, but I'm gonna have them check it out, see if they have it in stock. There's 4 of them. So AutoZone didn't have these. We're gonna have to go to O'Reilly's and see if they carry them. If not, we're gonna have to hit the smaller auto parts store and see if they have them. Worst case, we're gonna have to go to a dealer and get them at the dealer. We weren't able to find them at AutoZone or O'Reilly's, so for now we're just gonna clean all this up, all the oil and stuff, with some brake cleaner on a rag. Tomorrow we have to either hit the dealer or hit a smaller auto parts store, and hopefully they have it. I think at the dealer they're probably like $10 each, something like that. But we were gonna just leave the rest of them like that and just replace this one. But since there is some RTV that we would have to remove this and clean all that up, so we're just gonna get this done while it's off. We just got back from the dealer and this is what we got. We have 3 so far. We paid for all 4, but they only had 3 in stock, so tomorrow we're gonna pick up the 4th one. This is the part number 13276-53Y0A or OA, I'm not sure. And I guess this is the only vehicle that has this engine that takes these seals. We couldn't find them anywhere else, any other parts store, so we actually had to go to a dealer. We paid like $10 per seal, so it's not that bad. So this thing goes like this. You just tap it into place. And we'll make sure the surface is real clean before we slide these in. So the way we started putting these in was, we think that this is the side that goes facing the top of the valve cover. So we got a 32mm socket and we set it in place. We make sure it's flat and then we type it in lightly with the hammer. You'll know when it hits the little lip where it sets all the way in. Now we're just going to wait for the other one that we'll have to pick up tomorrow. But I think we could already put the seal on there. Let's try to do that now. So I think this side goes into the valve cover, this little edge. But there is a right and a wrong way to do it, because it has like these little bends and stuff. I think that these should come with the valve cover, since when you do remove the valve cover, it's a good idea to replace them, especially if they're leaking. And if you remove the valve cover to replace this, might as well replace the valve cover. But you have to buy them separate, and I guess the only place to find them is the dealer. We couldn't find them anywhere else. That sucks. We're just gonna make sure that it's in all the way around. this just slides into this. Well, that's how we're gonna install it. I think that's how it goes. Making sure that it's going in all the way. Alright, so that's it for the valve cover. Now let's go ahead and replace the spark plugs while we wait for this one to come in. This is the order that they were in. This is the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. So this one was drenched in oil. You can see how much oil was in there. So maybe that was a slight misfire that it had. Now that we have all 4 spark plug tube gaskets in, we're gonna throw this on the car, and then I'll put you guys back on once it's on there. We're gonna need 2 hands to put it in place. Right before we put the valve cover, we're gonna put a little bit of RTV right here on these edges. Now that we have the valve cover in, we're gonna start putting all the hoses back and all the connectors onto the valve cover. Make sure that everything was plugged in and everything is tight. And now we're gonna turn it on just to make sure it turns on. Go. That's it for this video. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Yonke_OXC film. I'll leave that in the description down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.